This is our forward roll. First, you're going to stand on the mat. Then you're going to squat down. Put your chin on your chest. Put your hands on the mat in front and throw yourself over. You're going to go all the way down the mat. Only one person's on the mat at a time. For those of you that are not comfortable forward rolling, here you can do a log roll. You lay down on the mat and just start rolling. Again, we only have one person on the mat the whole time. And this is our jump and land station. Daniela's going to be our jumper. She's going to jump. She can either land on her feet, her knees, or her stomach. Chris is the mat holder. You're going to go from jumper to mat holder to the end of the line. Go. After she jumps, she holds the mat. And next we're going to land on our knees. And the last one, Senior's going to land on his stomach. And if you notice, there were no twists or turns.
Okay, for the balance beam, all we're doing is trying to walk on one side of the beam to the other one. Now, one thing about the balance beam is it does hurt if you end up falling off and hitting your leg on it. It's solid wood, so you really got to be careful even if you think it's easy. So there's 5 ways we can do this. Elias is going to get up there, and we can walk forward. Once he gets off, he's just going to move to the end. Xavier can walk backwards. We can also walk sideways. Notice that they're going pretty slow. They're not running through this. We can do the grapevine, and it's still a walking grapevine, not like Marathon Kids. And the last one is hop on one foot. Now, as Elias is doing this, go ahead and start hopping. If you accidentally fall off, he's going to get back up right where he got off at, and he continues hopping. Okay? That is the balance beam.
This is the wheelbarrow. One partner puts his hands on the ground, the other person picks up his feet. They're going to walk to the end of the mat. When they get there, they're going to turn and switch positions. Now Chris goes down, and Eduardo picks up his feet. And you just keep continuing. This is called the double wheelbarrow. The first person gets on their hands and knees. The second person lines up right behind them. First person, put your knees on your partner's shoulders. Now the most important thing is the last person the next person hands the last person their feet. Don't take them from them. And now they're going to try to walk. Elias is the one who navigates, so start walking. That's called the double wheelbarrow. This one's called the partner hop. First you shake hands, then with the hand that's left over, grab the foot that's right in front of you. And now we hop. The partner hop.
Here's the plyometric station. We have 4 black boxes all the way down. You notice they get taller as you go further. Okay, so what we're going to do, Xavier, there's only one way we can go through this. Even though this one's real small, Xavier's going to explode up, and then he's going to step off. Bends down and explodes. Now hold on, Xavier. Stop right there. When he gets to the third one, that means Elias can go ahead and take off on the first one. Go ahead, Xavier. And explodes to that last box. Bends down, he jumps way up there. That is the plyometrics. Okay, if the last box is too tall for you, there's 2 options that you can do this. The first one is to put your hands on, and he's just going to push and jump up there. Land on his feet. The second option, put your hands on and just climb up with your knees, and then get to the top. And that is it. Okay, so this is the pommel horse. We've got our springboard right there for our foot. You're going to put 2 hands on the handles, and if we accidentally fall over, we do have a mat right there. You're going to wait behind the cone where Elias is if it's not your turn. So we're going to do about 5 jumps. So there's 3 ways we can do this. Xavier can do knees to chest. Go ahead. After 5, he'll go over. We can just do a regular jump. And the third one is legs apart. Very nice. And that after people jump for a few minutes, the springboard ends up moving away from the pommel horse to where you can't grab the handle. So if it's Elias's turn, he's going to scoot the springboard to where it's touching the pommel horse, and then we are close enough to where we can start This jumping. Is the one thing I do not want to see on the pommel horse. When we jump up high, I do not want to see you in this position. Knees on top of the pommel horse. That's a bad choice, Xavier. My bad. Bad choice.
Senior's going to show us a cartwheel. So he's going to get started. He goes hand, hand, foot, foot. So he's going to put hand, go. And he's going to do as many as he can to get to the end of the mat. For the people who cannot do a cartwheel, this is called the crab walk kickover. And go. He's going to just do crab walk and then just keep turning himself over till he gets to the mat. Now if you notice, the next person in line waits till he gets done. So now Elias is going to go. Start in the crab walk. Flip over. Keep going till you get to the end of the mat. You just want to stay on the mat. Everybody's lined up shoulder to shoulder. The person on the end, which is Daniela, she's going to roll across everybody. When she gets to the last person, she's going to tell the next person in line to go. Go, Daniela. She rolls right over. It's a log roll. Go. We just keep going down the line till everybody has a turn. All right, here we are doing the handstand. So first you kneel down next to the wall, put your hands down, walk your feet up the wall, and after you get your feet up the wall, then you're going to walk your hands back towards the wall as close as you can without falling. These are our handstands.
Okay, so for elbow crawl, basically we're in the plank position. So Joseph only has his elbows on the ground and he only has his feet. Nothing else is touching. Okay? He's going to start walking down the mat. When he gets there, Naomi is going to go ahead and take off. When they get to the second mat, her knees are up in the air. When she gets there, Samantha is going to take off. And that is elbow crawl. Okay, this station is called walk on your knees. So what Naomi's going to basically do is she has her hands back here holding her pants, or she can also hold the bottom of her feet, whatever she chooses. But her feet are going to be up in the air, and she's going to walk across the mat on her knees. See how her feet are not touching the mat? When she gets to the end, she's going to stand up and walk around the mat and come back to the end. And then Joseph is going to take his turn. If your feet accidentally fall, it's no big deal. You just keep starting where you left off at. This is our parallel bar station. You have 3 springboards. You've got the 2 bars going across. Miguel's waiting to take his turn, and Victor is waiting behind the cone. So there's 2 ways to do this. Miguel's going to try and walk across only using his hands, not his feet. Go ahead, Miguel. Now if he stops, he's going to stop right there. He's going to jump back up. He's going to keep walking. And of course he's at the end, so now he can jump off. Now Victor's going to get on there. And all Victor's going to do is he's going to keep his hands on the bar and he's going to jump to each springboard. So go ahead, Victor. Jump to the blue one. Good. Then jump to the white one and jump off. And that is the parallel bars. The one rule we do have on parallel bars is that we don't want our feet going above the bar. Now when you're lifting yourself up, your feet are going to swing. You notice Miguel and Victor never put their feet above the bars, but this time Victor's going to swing his feet, go ahead, and they're up above the bars. I don't want you to do that. That's a bad choice, Victor. Okay, this station's called the hamster wheel. We have 3 people for each wheel. Crystal's going to be pushing, Saul is going to be pulling, and Lydia is going to be crawling inside the wheel. They're going to go all the way down to the mat, so go ahead. You can just walk fast through it. See that they're not running. When they get to the end, Saul's going to switch with Lydia. Crystal will stay in her same spot, and then we're going to go back the other way. Go ahead. And then, of course, the last way through, the only person who hasn't done it is Crystal. Now, if you do have a group of 4, let's pretend that we have somebody standing over there. You would just have that 4th person come in and switch with somebody. So you can do this with 3 people or 4 people.